Live from the Rant Radio Network, you're listening to Real Estate Rant with your host, Alex Alanis,
and your co-host, Mr. Alonso Rodriguez.
No problems, just solutions for real estate needs, hot topics, and controversial chat. Welcome to the Real Estate Rant here at the Towers of the Rant Radio Network. I'm your host, Mr. Alex Alanis, and to my left here, my real estate title lady, Miss Lisa Lombardi. How are you, Lisa?
I'm doing great.
All right. Are we picking her up there, Mr. Pantalones? Well, I think you got to turn it on. Let me see. There, how's that?
Yeah,
Oh, there we
you
go.
are. You can hear me now.
Yeah, sorry about that. Our engineer before the show here dropped the ball. What do you know about that?
That's okay.
Show me some respect, boy.
Thank you for tuning in. Give us a call, 855-693-4897, and you can win a $25 gift card to Stevens Steakhouse, located in the city of Commerce.
That's terribly sexy.
Yes. Compliments of Carlos Cruz and the Pico Commerce. And Real Estate Rant and the AGR and Associates are proud sponsors of Michael Aguilar and Associates and Stroke Awareness. You can reach Michael Aguilar at www.strokeawareness101.com, or you can email Michael at michaelpaguilar@hotmail.com. And Mike had a stroke some time ago, a couple years ago, and he does some advocating for that particular cause. You can give him a call at 562-464-7297, and he does presentations and one-on-one consultations as well. And this is simply to help folks not to have strokes. So that's a good thing. Thank you, Mike, for that effort. In-house today, we have Miss Vivian Ortega. Hi, Vivian. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
All righty. Vivian will be presenting with us today her company, VVN Productions, and she does photography, virtual tours, and the like. And she'll be sharing that information with us today, and the real estate agents that happen to be listening to the show. And so stay tuned. We got a good show in store for today. If you have a gripe, I don't know, a complaint, what would you call it?
A gripe, a complaint, or some kind of concern.
Yeah. You can email us at realestaterantradio@gmail.com. That's realestaterantradio@gmail.com. And we'll get to those emails on subsequent shows. And some folks have emailed us. Lisa, what did we get this week?
Well, I'll tell you what we got. We have a question right now. Let me put my glasses on here. Hoping that someone can help me. I have been having some issues with this agent. It says, first, let me give you a little bit of the background story. She says, I've been in contact. This is someone, her name is Vivian, actually, from Rancho Cucamonga. And she says she's been contract since July of 22nd of 2014. I had a loan officer from Wells and guaranteed we would get the loan and that we had a loan, but for some reason or another, he said he wasn't able to get the loan. Next, I went with another loan agent and she was able to get the loan and also said she would be able to get a Cal Home loan as well. Now, the Cal Home Loan agent is requiring for health and safety issues that were found on the home inspection to be repaired. I was told by my real estate agent that the seller used their contractor to get an estimate and how much it would be. They were given a $3,000 estimate, which is ridiculous, and I was told by a fellow friend who is a contractor that it would be no more than $800. I asked my agent if I could get a second opinion. He said no, because the seller used their contractor, so it would not work. Is he right, or can I have a second opinion? Another thing is that he has been very unprofessional with me. He even belittled me. The seller wanted to increase the selling price, and we were thinking about, then I said, if he could write a counter offer saying that we were willing to increase the selling price, but if they help us with the closing costs. At first he said he would do it, and after we came home from signing the counter offer, he calls me upset, telling me that he had told me that the seller would not accept it, and that I'm acting like a real estate agent who knows everything when I don't.
That's hilarious. There's a couple issues there. I'll answer as a real estate agent, Lisa, if that's okay.
Yes.
Was there a name on that email?
Yes, there was.
What was the name on the email?
Well, it was. I don't want to really. So it was
just the first name. What was the first
Vivian.
name? Okay. Oh, Vivian. Okay.
Sorry.
No,
My
no,
name
that's
is
okay.
Vivian too.
Yeah, right on. Okay, so Vivian, she asked this very long question. This came over by email, and I'd love to address this. The lender point, that does happen occasionally. Lenders are being somewhat scrutinizing on files, and they scrutinize the files to the point where a lot of times the actual upfront lender, the person up front, the account manager, sometimes can't foresee what the underwriters are going to do. So the underwriters sometimes have more of the control. Unfortunately, the underwriters are not up front. They're more in the back of the house, so to speak, or in the background. And so a lot of times the guys up front, can't make those judgment calls. So, at the end of the day, sometimes you lose an approval. That really doesn't sound like the problem. The problem here is that now the new lender, they want health and safety issues addressed, which is typical for actually most lenders. I'm surprised that Wells didn't have that position, but most lenders have that stipulation where yeah, you have health and safety issues, maybe smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, water heater straps. There might be some other issues on the property that the appraiser pointed out. But now there's a question of who pays for those repairs. So that's a matter of negotiation. Now, it is the obligation of her agent to negotiate for their client. So
Absolutely.
yeah. So Vivian now simply has to request with her agent what she wants. So in other words, Mr. Seller, I want my own contractor to go in and do these repairs to the property if I'm responsible for the bill. Now, if you're responsible for the bill, that's okay. You're welcome to hire your own contractor, but that means you need to pay for it. That would have been my position.
Well, what about if they're splitting it? I mean, what goes on there if they're splitting it?
Well, let's just say that the bill came back in at $1,500. So if you make the request, well, Mr. Seller, if you're going to hire your own contractor, you have to pay the full $1,500. The seller could answer back and say, "Look, how about if I use my own contractor and we each pay $750?" That would be an option, right? But the idea behind it is it's a negotiation. It reopens negotiations for the contract that they're under. Okay. But now you're getting into the little bit of the drama that you're hearing now about what the agent is telling Vivian in the background here that oh, well, he said, she said, right?
Right.
She said you're a know-it-all real estate agent now by saying this stuff, right?
Right.
Hey guys, something that I tell my clients all the time is that anything is negotiable. I've negotiated cars into transactions, appliances, even furniture, pictures. I've negotiated all that stuff recently. Matter of fact, on one recently that was closed, we negotiated a dinette set and a one of those hutches for the dishes, right? And so these were just things. Again, you just ask for these things and see what the response is. You don't know what their motivation is. You don't know if they want that stuff or they don't want that stuff. You don't know what their budgets are. You have no idea. So it's important to follow this rule. Ask and you shall receive, right? I follow that rule, and I would say 9 times out of 10, I always get what we had asked for. Not that that's what we want, but that's what we asked for, right? So I think I answered the questions there. I'm not sure. Was there anything else I didn't cover?
Well, yeah, and I think the one question is that she was, I think, right here what she was saying is I think that she was a little upset too, or how she said that the seller wanted to increase the selling price as well too.
Okay, well, see, that's another issue now, again, for negotiation. And the fact is that they're under contract. As long as her agent disclosed to the listing agent now that they were changing lenders, and now there's going to be a whole new ball game. They should be under their contingency period. So typically under that position, they can potentially cancel the deal and say, well, you know what? If you're going to be sticklers about this, we're just going to cancel and get their earnest monies back. Yeah. Now, that again, it depends on having a good real estate agent that knows what they're doing and that can negotiate these things under those stipulations of the contract. That contingency is very important because obviously they didn't get a loan approval from a large bank and they got rejected for whatever reason. So now they have to start all over with a new lender. It's that additional time that they have to come up with now with a new lender, and they have to request that time from the seller. Now the seller's got the opportunity at that point to say, well, you know what? I don't want to wait, so I'm just going to cancel it. right? So they,
Right.
but it doesn't sound like that's what they did.
No.
Does that make sense?
No, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So anyway, give us a call, 855-693-4897. You can log in. If you happen to be listening to the show, you can log in to realestaterantradio@gmail.com. Kudos to Real Estate Rant Radio for allowing us to have a real estate show. And Miss Lisa, as a matter of fact, a lot of Christmas stuff going on right now.
Oh yes, lots of Christmas parties. Actually, Chicago we just had our Christmas party last night, so it was really nice.
And you look tired.
I am a little tired. I am. I've been going to Christmas party after Christmas party, but it's been really nice though. It's really nice to celebrate the holidays with everybody.
And you know, I went to an event. When was it? It was yesterday morning, I believe, in at the Phoenix Club.
Oh, uh-huh.
Was it AIM? I didn't see you there. I actually was expecting to see you there, but it was actually a pretty good event. It was, I liked the way they organized it. It was fairly large. I would say it was probably about 250 people that were there. Large breakfast buffet, the whole thing. It was kind of nice. But now, in terms of what Chicago did, was this just Chicago employees, or
Yes, they. It was for our customer service, our title officers, the sales reps, and all the people. Do all the underwriting. It was really nice because you see a lot of the people, that are actually, like when you were talking about with Wells Fargo, the behind the scenes people, everything that they do, and it was really great to to kind of meet everybody and see what they do for you.
Yeah, because I was kind of hoping I'd get an invitation to when you guys have one for the real estate agents.
I wish we could, man. I wish we could. Not anymore.
So let me ask you this: is that you guys can't do something like that? Is that a RESPA 9 violation?
Yes, it is.
Is it really?
Yes, against with the SB 133. Absolutely.
Well, that's the California Assembly bill, but the RESPA.
The RESPA is, yes.
RESPA 9 is under the same umbrella, right?
Absolutely.
So it is a RESPA 9 violation if you guys have a party for your clients.
Yes.
That's just absurd to me.
I know.
It's getting out of hand, I think.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we cannot say thank you to our clients. So
Now, do the title companies, and I'm sure there's probably other companies that get in on this bandwagon. Oh, coming up on a break.
Right.
Don't touch that mouse. Got to pay the bills.
Yes.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more Real Estate Rant.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, two things matter: heart and passion.
Never compromising integrity for mass production.
Number one tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired. That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. 3 quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home, At AGR and Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AGR and Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.agrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
Live from the Rant Radio Network, you're listening to Real Estate Rant with your host, Alex Alanis,
And your co-host, Mr. Alonso Rodriguez.
no problems, just solutions for real estate needs, hot topics, and controversial chat. And we are back here at the Real Estate Rant, here at the towers of the Rant Radio Network. I'm your host, Mr. Alex Alanis, and to my left here, my title officer, Miss Lisa Lombardi. And, just a quick mention, the Agent Think Tank is having a benefit for the American War Mothers, which is comedy night. We are selling tickets per person or per couple, and that will be January 10th at the Leche Cafe in Norwalk. And this information here can be found here on YouTube anytime on the show if you like, or you can call Mr. Richard Argumosa at 626-487-3097 and get tickets to that show. Where there is a $200 people capacity. It is a fundraiser and a benefit, but there will be a magician and 3 comedians there, and we're pushing right now to serve alcohol as well. So we're trying to get that 1-day permit. But please join us at the Comedy Night fundraiser for American War Mothers. Coming up again, Miss Vivian Ortega with VVN Productions, and you can reach her at 562 area code 326-0653. Miss Vivian does virtual tours and photography, and we'll be covering a little bit later on this segment. Mr. Pantalones, if you will, we can throw up the design deal. You can win a $25 gift card to Stevens Steakhouse located in the City of Commerce. Compliments of Carlos Cruz and the Pico Rivera Chamber of Commerce. I almost forgot about that. Thank you, sir. I
I'm
appreciate
actually
that.
going to Stevens Steakhouse on Thursday for a Christmas party. It's amazing
This
there.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Right on.
It's
So
gorgeous
there's
there.
a design deal. If you pick this particular home, it is multiple choice, and feel welcome to go on to Wikipedia and find that design if you like. But it is one of these 3. You can win a $25 gift card if you give us a call, 855-693-4897, and pick that particular one. It was funny. We one of the guys picked 2 wrong answers, and he still wanted a card. So, so I was like, I don't think so.
Where do you think that is? Where is that?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to give away that hint. Or maybe I'll do that on the second one. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give that one up on the second segment as to where these houses are typically located, because the name is actually the name of the type of design of building actually has to do with where it's located. And that's not true about all construction, but it's true about this particular one. So give us a call at 855-693-4897. So, Miss Vivian.
Yes.
How are you doing over there?
I'm fine.
Sorry to bore you on the first segment, but we did have a long question and answer for this week. Although there was a couple other ones, but we won't cover those today. Short introduction about yourself. How did you get into photography?
How did I get into photography? A short introduction? That's not really short. Okay.
Okay, give us the long version.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to talk about when I graduated, because
Okay.
I'm only 24. And so when I first graduated high school, I was actually a math major. And so I actually went into college doing that first. I spent the first 2 years basically completing the GE, starting like the first, basically doing the whole math major thing. And then I was sitting there in class, and I pretty much thought to myself, I don't want to spend the next 2-4 years doing more math things, especially because I just want to be a teacher. I just wanted to be a teacher.
Well, what
That's
is
kind of boring too,
math,
huh?
So being a math major, you become a math teacher. Is that why you become a math major?
Oh no, there's lots of things you can do with a math
Yeah.
major. I just wanted to be a math teacher, which I thought it was pretty stupid to go to do so much math just to teach something so much more, so much more at a lower level. But anyway, that's what I wanted to do. After 2 years of doing that, I decided that that's not what I wanted for myself anymore. So I spent the next year trying to figure out what it is I wanted to do. So I dabbled in a bunch of other stuff that I thought, I thought I was good at. And then out of all the things that I was dabbling, film was one of them. So I did film, and I ended up really finding like my little niche there, and I thought I really liked it. And like the way I knew that I really liked film and that film was really, speaking to me, was because I hated almost everybody I met in the film program. Like I thought,
You could do it better, right? Yeah. Yeah.
not quality.
Yeah.
Like
Now, when you say film, you're talking about in college now? This is something you took
yeah,
in college?
this was in college. Yeah, this is all during college, and yeah, the people that you meet in film, they're just we're all great. We're all the same. We're all big headed, and everybody wants to be a director, and those are the people that you meet when you're in a film program. And so it was so hard for me to get along with everyone there, but I still continued with it because that's how much I loved it. But at this point, it was still film. It was still I think my first class was like TV production actually. And so after doing that, so what would happen is that while we were out shooting different shorts or different PSAs or different projects, since we have all this expensive equipment around and there's all these expensive cameras, I would always take the camera and I would always start taking pictures of everybody. And it wasn't supposed to be a thing. It's something that I just did for fun, just because everyone was sitting around, and setup is such a long, tedious process. So I would start taking pictures of everybody, and it kind of like little by little just sort of became a thing where like, oh, Vivian's pictures, they're so great and this and that, and so everybody's
This was like some critiques you were getting.
yeah. So the people who I was taking pictures from are like, wow, like you make me good looking and stuff like that.
Was it from the people that were in your film class?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
them
that's even
because
great. Yeah.
those are the people I was
Great.
taking pictures from, and so
And those are your best critics.
yeah, if anyone's gonna say so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the people. Yeah, so that's what happened. So I kind of more just stumbled across it like that, where it just kind of became like a thing where like little by little everybody would just keep complimenting, so it became kind of like a thing that I would do on purpose because who doesn't love that attention. So I just kept doing it, and it grew from there. And so eventually I started really shifting my focus away from film into photography. And I think that when I first started the business, I think the business was still majorly film, but then as time went on, I started kind of shifting away from that and became more and more into photography. And now the whole photography aspect of it is like really grown. So we offer a large variety of different.
So you're enjoying it. It's a
Oh, I
passion
love
now.
it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I've always loved pictures. I love taking them. I love being in them. It's something that I've always loved having. I still get digital copies. Like, who has digital copies anymore? I mean, not digital copies, physical copies of my digital pictures. And so I still get those printed out, and I still like to keep them. So it's definitely a huge passion of mine, and I love it. I love every minute of it.
What about art? Is art an interest of yours?
Oh yeah, dating as far back as I can remember. Like, my earliest memories of me as a kid was with like a pencil and like a piece of paper in front of me. I spent so much time, if I wasn't writing, because I also like to write a little more before, but drawing was a big part of mine. I have like folders and folders of doodles that I used to do during middle school, in class. And so I've always dabbled. I think I've dabbled in like every single form of art that there is. I think like the only one I just don't like for whatever reason is painting. I just don't. I don't know, for some reason I hate painting. I hate it, and I think I'm no good at it, and everyone will still tell me that, like, mine not good at it is still better than they're trying their best. I don't know, whatever, but I don't like painting. But aside from painting, I've tried clay, aside from photography and drawing and ink and everything else, I love it.
So, are you still continuing with film as well too, besides
Yeah.
your photography?
No, yeah, definitely. Film is still something I do. Wedding videos, and then we have some PSAs that came out recently. Birthday, how some people like their birthdays, they like little birthday videos, so we do that as well. So yeah, there's video and photography going on at once.
So, when it comes to photography, are you not only are you taking pictures of people, of course, are you taking, now we're talking about with the real estate industry, are you taking pictures for agents for their homes as well too?
That's right, yeah. And yeah, so we do that. I always thought that, people were more difficult anyway. They're the ones that move, so they're the ones that come out blurry when they move. No, yeah, but even recently we actually did which is really exciting. We got hired to do the grand opening at Cerritos College. They have a new building that opened up there. I think it was like their liberal arts building, and we actually got to film the grand opening of that. So they had a ceremony in the beginning, and then we had to go do a lot of glamour shots of the building, of the inside, the outside. We were the first people to walk through it, and they have such cool technology, like new technology there. So it was really exciting.
So tell us, what are you doing now?
Yeah.
Give us an example of what VVN Productions does.
We're Vivian Productions. We do everything.
Well, you can actually reach Vivian at 562-326-0653. And I wanted to say that a few times just because this gets burned into eternity there on YouTube. Anytime anybody logs into the show, they can get that information.
Great.
You can also reach Vivian at vvnortg@gmail.com. That's her email address. And she also has a Facebook account, which is facebook.com/VVN Productions. And thank you, Mr. Pantalones, for putting that out there. Give us a call at 855-693-4897, and you can win one of those $25 gift cards. I have no idea what that picture is, Mr. Pantalones. I'm not sure what you're trying to say there.
Hey, I know. What is that exactly?
What are you trying to say? A pearl necklace or
That's actually a picture that
Oh, okay.
That's actually one of my photography.
These are some of your
wow.
pictures.
And these are actually not these weren't portraits or anything studio based. This is actually just for a birthday party. Somebody hired me for a birthday party to do candid photography, but she had this really neat theme going on where it was supposed to be very like Marilyn Monroe-esque, very like glamour was the theme. And so she had this little corner of the house that had a backdrop and a bunch of, hats and masks and all that good stuff. And so they all got to take turns and wear this, and we just got to take some glamour shots, and it came out really nice.
Well, that's what's great about photography. I mean, you can really think of, I'm sure when you see a person or you see something that you kind of, you probably, have an eye, because when it comes to photography, you have to have an eye when it comes to taking a picture.
No, that's right, definitely. For some, it's funny that you say the eye. Yeah, we used to call it el ojo. It's the eye. It's just about composition. There's weight to a picture. There's balance. Anybody who draws or paints or any of that sort of stuff will tell you the same thing. There's an art to it, a rhythm to it, and so they're done. All right.
Well, we mentioned a little bit before the show too. We were mentioning about not looking into the camera, and you called it something. What was that?
Oh, that if you look into the camera, if you're talking to your audience, it's called breaking the fourth wall.
Okay, see, I've never heard that before. I guess that's a college term and something you learn in college, right?
It's actually pretty common. They've been doing because they've actually been doing it for a long time. It's a film term that it's been around for forever. So
I see. Well, I guess if you're not in the film program, it's something that, yes. So we are coming up on a break. Time to pay some bills.
And don't touch that map.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more Real Estate Rant.
It's one thing to own a business, it's another to promote it. That's why thousands of business owners rely on Monster Marketing Group. Design, print, mail, custom mailers, all for as little as 29 cents delivered. That includes postage. Send to a neighborhood, zip code, or an entire city. With just a simple call, 888-49-MONSTER, you can easily promote your business, sales, events, grand openings, send coupons, and much more.
Your mail delivers in as little as 5 days. No dealing with the mailing list or paperwork. Monster Marketing does all the heavy lifting. Get started now by calling 888-49-MONSTER or go to monsterng.com.
Monster Marketing Group. We deliver, we give you results, we can prove it.
Hello, this is Steve.
Hey Steve, it's Angela. Just wanted to see if you want to go out to lunch today.
I can't right now. I'm trying to find a company to build my website. The guy I was working with vanished and he won't return my calls.
Hey, you should call Infuse. They've helped our company with our website and it came out great. They've been around for almost about 20 years. They have great service and they're very knowledgeable.
I don't have a big budget though. You think they can still help?
Sure, I saw their portfolio. They work on all types of projects.
Is this one of those overseas companies that only communicates through emails? I want to see someone face to face to show them what I want.
Not at all. They're just down the street from you. Give them a call at 562-450-4512.
What's that number again?
562-450-4512. You can visit them at their website at infuse.com.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like West Coast Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
It's hot out here. I need a drink. Have a mucho macho michelada. What's a michelada? Michelada is a Mexican Bloody Mary made with beer. All you have to do is get bucket-sized michelada, open it up, pour it in your favorite beer, and you're good.
What if you don't like beer?
You can use it in lemon lime soda, vodka with lime, or tequila with lemon lime soda.
Sounds delicious.
Where do you find it? You can find it at your favorite store, or you can go to muchomachomichelada.com.
Find us on Twitter and Facebook.
What's up, guys? Sports Guru
And Bud Knocker.
from Sportscast Wednesdays, 12 to 2 Pacific on Rant Radio Network.
We got everything you need to know about sports. We got all the latest video highlights. We got You Got Knocked the Fuck Out. We got Bonehead of the Week. We're talking sports, drinking beer, and having a good time.
If you missed the show, go to rantradionetwork.com and listen on demand. So check us out every Wednesday, 12 to 2 on Rant Radio Network.
Live from the Rant Radio Network,
You're listening to Real Estate Rant with your host, Alex Alanis.
and your co-host, Mr. Alonso Rodriguez.
No problems, just solutions for real estate needs, hot topics, and controversial chat. And we are back here at the Real Estate Rant here at the towers of the Rant Radio Network. I'm your host, Mr. Alex Alanis, and to my left here, I'm trying not to say my broker because I'm so used to saying that.
with Alonzo.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Lisa Lombardi.
Miss Lisa Lombardi from Chicago Title is with us today, and she will help us interview our guest, Miss Vivian Ortega with Vivian Productions. You can reach her at 562 area code 326-0653. Mr. Pantalones, if you can throw up our design deal once again, there should be another one there. You can win a $25 gift card to Stevens Steakhouse, located in the City of Commerce. Compliments of Carlos Cruz and the Pico Rivera Chamber of Commerce. And if you happen to call in at 855-693-4897, thank you for showing the answer, Mr. Pantalones. 855-693-4897, you can win one of those gift cards. Or if you happen to have a question, rant, a complaint that we can answer for you, give us a call and we'll try to put it on the air today. This particular house, I will give away the location. It's in Argentina. This is a particular area of Argentina, and the name of the house actually goes along with the area. And this is typical out there, yeah. So Vivian, you guys actually were talking during the break. Lisa, did you have a question?
Yeah, well, first of all, you're very young, and you definitely are very confident in what you're doing.
Thank you.
And I guess my question is that you say that you do photography and video, and so when it comes to the video, do you kind of do with the photos in the video with both of them, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. We've done that. And looking into my Facebook page, my website, then you'll actually be able to find something of that really, really soon. Because yeah, we do that where we'll have the video and then we'll also have like the whole photo thing also, to showcase both.
Now, do you see that, like I know traditionally, like, with real estate agents and even myself, I wouldn't say it's glamour shot, but we want to look, nice. We want to be, we're marketing ourselves. I mean, do you take pictures that are more artistic? Do you see for more, in the real estate business?
Well, take a look at the one that's up on the screen there. It actually has a little graphic there. I mean, this could pass as a real estate agent, I think. I mean, maybe not with the shorts, but the concept of it, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right. I mean, even this one here with that little graphic there on the bottom right. So we're not just talking about photography now of homes. We're talking about photography now of the agents themselves, because there's most of the agents they do get portraits and they get that kind of thing.
Absolutely. And I really believe that when you have good photography, I mean, obviously it's marketing. It sells.
Oh, definitely. I couldn't agree more. The difference. Yeah,
I'm sorry, Vivian, if I can interrupt you there for 1 second. I think we have a phone call.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for calling Real Estate Rant. How can I help you? Mr. Pantalones, are you getting anything there? I don't have anything. Thank you for calling Real Estate Rant. Can we help you? something came through there just briefly, but anyway, I'm sorry, Vivian. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, so I was saying that that I think the photography makes a huge difference as far as marketing goes. Um, I think that it's such a small something there.
The hell up.
Okay, all right. Well, as far as marketing goes, there's such a huge difference as far as having good photography as opposed to having like okay or having bad photography. I think that it makes a huge difference in what we as consumers how we feel about it, about the product that we're buying. And for some reason I think in our consumer lives we've already associated good photography with quality products, or with quality service as well, because if someone can afford to have nice pictures, I don't know, maybe the quality is a little better. Maybe it's like, you know what I mean?
You know what? I totally agree with you because I think when you look at a picture, you've already made, you've already like kind of said in your head, like, do I trust this person? Could I have this person sell my house, or could I have them represent me? And I really think that portrays in a picture,
Yeah,
and I think
definitely.
as you as the photographer, you as the artist, that's what you're looking at. And when like I know when I see a picture, you get a feeling. And I think as human beings, we get that feeling. Do we trust that person? Do we want that person to represent us, or do we want to buy that?
No, yeah, definitely. And that's also, especially when it comes to when taking pictures of houses. Houses have depth to them, right? They there's rooms, they go in, hallways, they go in. Um, cameras like point and, well, what we call point and shoots, which are usually what everyone has, or even like your iPhone. And although like I'm not gonna dock the iPhone or any of those, Apple products, they're great, but unless you're really having, I know I love them. And so unless you're having a and unless you have one of our cameras, basically, unless you have a good like DSLR camera, as we call them, you don't really capture that good depth inside a picture. And so with our cameras, we can actually capture the depth, and it looks so much richer. You get so much more light that way, and it looks so much more warm and inviting, as opposed to flattening out your picture. And I wish I had something to show you so that I can demonstrate, but there is such a
Well,
huge difference.
I think too, as for myself, and I'm sure you too,
Speaking
Alex.
of, look at, is that you?
That's me.
I like that.
That's me behind the scenes.
Yeah, in action.
Yeah, I think I was doing the cover of an e-reader then. Yeah, look at that.
That's great.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because I think to myself, being in the real estate industry, I see a lot of pictures that people take, and I can tell quality and non-quality.
Oh yeah, me too.
Absolutely. And I think, quality definitely does sell. I mean, if you're out there, and you want to portray that, I mean, you want to be able to, know that you're, like how you were saying, you're dealing with quality. And I think the consumer wants to deal with that as well too.
No, yeah, definitely. And that's what pictures sell. Pictures sell quality. Like I said, if you have a good looking photo, your quality looks better.
Yeah.
And that's really what it comes down to. It doesn't
And-
matter what you're selling.
Right. And I would think too with houses as well too. You have to get good angles. Here we go.
Yeah, there goes Mr. Pantalones. Well, let me ask you this. You mentioned the equipment now. Is there a difference between, taking a little digital camera, using your phone, or using a different kind of equipment for the photos? Does it really make a difference?
Yes, totally. It makes a huge difference. Even with me, I actually own everything. I own the point and shoot, and I own the iPhone, and I own the DSLR, and I own all of it. Yeah.
That's okay. That's
And so
He's making it fun.
oh, is he? Okay, so and yeah, I feel like it makes a huge difference. The equipment that we use, the DSLR, it's so much more clear, it's so much brighter, it's so much prettier to look at. We have a tripod. We have like on our tripod we have a fluid head, what's called a fluid head, which makes it so that it pans really nicely, and that it's really smooth, pretty much like what you see in the movies. How they have those smooth pans. We have that too. We have dollies, which are basically the wheels that you put on the bottom of tripods, so we can also dolly that side, track shots as well. And stuff. So equipment, I feel, does make a huge difference. We have lights. Lighting makes a huge difference as well. And like I said, I wish I can show you something, but yeah, point and shoots versus a DSLR. Of course, a DSLR is gonna be better.
Now, what about setup? Like when you're taking a photo, I mean, you just don't walk up and take pictures. I mean, yeah, you have the nice equipment now, but what about setup? Do you get into the whole setup part of it in terms of maybe the background and maybe what the folks are wearing or what
Or
what?
hair and makeup or
Yeah, yeah,
But
exactly.
for a house, right? Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, even for a house. I mean, we're talking. It could be portraits as well,
Hmm.
but also for homes.
No, yeah, and you always clean up like whatever the subject is, especially if you have time for it anyway. You know, usually with candid photography, you don't really have time to clean up the content. But like when it comes to like taking pictures of houses and stuff like that, or you know, when it's a portrait, of course you can do it, of course. So you get to set up pillows where they look better. If something's distracting, you get to take it out of the way. You know, it's about it's about making it look good, just like hair and makeup. You make it look good. So, you put things that belong there to make it look warm or inviting, and then you also take things out that are just distracting or I don't know, that make it look not what it really looks like. And so yeah, of course, there's
Right.
definitely setup.
So now you mentioned a little bit here about and I wrote this down, but I can't remember what the question was. So I'll just read it. Is photography considered to be high pressure? See, I know we talked about that, but I can't remember why we talked about
I mean,
that.
maybe high pressure in the way of
The way I would think that maybe what you meant by that is that there is like high pressure events, but we'll just say this, like for instance doing one of these home tours, that wouldn't be considered a high pressure. High pressure events are like weddings. Those kind of things where like everything's happening and you only get one real shot at it, and after it's over, it's never going to happen ever again. Those are considered high pressure events.
well, it's like you're capturing the moment.
Exactly. You're capturing the moment, and if you miss it, it's gone.
Yeah, and here's an example of capturing the moment, right?
Yeah, stuff like that. Exactly.
Do you do events as well too, like in the real estate industry, like like for the board or when they have installations or our NARREP events or Women's Council of Realtors? Do you ever go to different events
Oh
like
no,
that?
but we've gone to several
Yeah.
events for,
Uh-huh.
for lots of things, and so like if I don't I actually included, oh look at that. So if, yeah, and I've actually included some of them of certain events that we've done.
Censoring here.
Yeah, there's the censoring.
Is
It was,
that is that a photo you brought in?
Yeah,
too,
that's,
Vivian?
that's
Okay.
a photo I brought in.
Now, I'm curious. So you took this live? This was a live
Oh, yeah.
model for you?
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Wow. So see, we never got into that realm before.
It was the cover of
I'm curious. What did the model charge you to take a picture like that?
It was actually the cover of a
To me, that's a lady. You know what I'm saying?
it's the cover of an e-reader, so the model didn't charge me anything.
Oh,
The
okay.
person who was taking care of everything were these guys, Modern Crusader.
I'm sure the model was getting paid for that.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that particular photo with us. Give us a call, 855-693-4897. You can win one of those $25 gift cards. You have a question for myself, Lisa, or Vivian. And somebody did call in, but I don't know. They hung up or something. I don't know. Something happened there.
Maybe they'll call back.
Yes.
And they can win that gift card.
So based on the equipment, it's worth it to have this type of equipment. I mean, obviously, realtors aren't going to go around and buy a bunch of photography equipment to take pictures of homes. I mean, most of the home photos that I take are just with a digital camera. Now, is it something that you do now? If I were to ask you to go out and take pictures of a house and or do a virtual tour, is that something you could do?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Like,
so
immediately.
so
Tomorrow.
so if I may ask, and you can tell me none of my business, but what?
with some more real estate brand.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're coming up on a break.
Break. Do not touch that mouse.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
ProTech Carpet Tile and Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs.
ProTech technicians are professionally trained and certified cleaning and restoration experts.
We specialize in restoring damage caused by heavy soil and odor.
We can remove challenging spots such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, and many more.
We have saved our customers thousands of dollars on new flooring and furniture expenses with our advanced cleaning processes.
Call for a free estimate at 562-447-4300 and visit us on our website, www.myprotectsite.com.
Hey, this is Joe Perez, owner at ProTech. Just reminding you that ProTech Carpet and Tile Care is your professional choice.
Hey, this is Phil from the Three Guys Rant. I'm the good-looking one, in case you're wondering. I'm coming to you today about 90 for life.
There are lots of outdoor activities, but if you're unhealthy, you can't enjoy them. Well, that was us until we found the solution, 90 for life.
What is 90 for life, you ask? Well, 90 is the number of essential nutrients your body needs every day to fight off disease.
So if you're sick of being sick, go to our website, the3guysrant.com, and click on the longevity link today for a better and healthier tomorrow. Looking for some swag? Make sure to check out monsterclothing.com. They got everything from V-necks, t-shirts, hoodies, baby dolls. And remember, custom orders are always welcome and much more. They're just not on the site yet. www.monsterclothingco.com or call them at 888-49-MONSTER. 888-49-MONSTER. Hablamos español. Doo-doo-doo!
Live from the Rant Radio Network, you're listening to Real Estate Rant with your host, Alex Alanis,
and your co-host, Mr. Alonso Rodriguez.
No problems, just solutions for real estate needs, hot topics, and controversial chat. And we're back here at the Real Estate Rant, here at the towers of the Rant Radio Network. I'm your host, Mr. Alex Alanis, and my co-host today, Ms. Lisa Lombardi. Nice. Give us a call, 855-693-4897, or you can email us at realestaterantradio@gmail.com. Today's show, December 10th, 2014, just to mark it into eternity again. This is played over on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube anytime. Just remember the date, Vivian. So if any of your friends or family want to watch the show, they can watch it. Just look at the date on YouTube. Type in Real Estate Rant on YouTube, and this is show number 66. All of those will show up. And then just look at the date, and you can find the show. Give us a call at 855-693-4897. Win one of those $25 gift cards if you can, Mr. Pantalones. Let's throw up the answer for the design deal. We had no phone calls on that one particular one.
A.
Well, you already saw the answer, but
No, I didn't.
Mr. Pantalones, the answer for the design deal for today, if you will. This one is, and we're waiting there.
See,
It is a Mar de Plata. Mar de Plata.
That's what I
It is
thought
a
too.
domestic architectural style very popular during the decades between 1935 and 1950, mainly in the Argentinian resort city of Mar de Plata. And that's what I mentioned before. It's actually geographically named that particular type of home.
Is it in the city or something?
It's city of Mar de Plata in Argentina, yes. And it looks like brick construction, and those look like they'd be pretty solid and last for years, if anything. So give us a call at 855-693-4897, and you can ask one of us a question, myself, Lisa, or Vivian, about photography, real estate, or anything that you would like to talk about. We can try and answer your question here on the air, but for the most part, photography is our topic of the day. So, Vivian, before the break, we talked about rate. How do you charge your clients?
Hourly.
Okay, so it's an hourly rate. So in other words, if you came out and you spent a couple hours, you would charge them an hourly rate.
No, yeah, and usually depending on the house, it's never more than 2 hours.
Okay,
2
right
or 3
on.
hours is tops. Yeah.
So now, what are we talking about? We're talking about photography and virtual tours, or are we talking about?
Virtual tours. That's what I was talking about.
Oh,
but,
just full virtual tours.
Yeah, but definitely, depending on what the client wants, photography as well. Yeah.
So give us just for those who don't know what a virtual tour is, can you give us an idea what that is?
A virtual tour is when it's either with photography or with video. Frankly, I think that video would be preferable, and we basically just go into we take our cameras and we set up inside the house as well as inside rooms, inside hallways, and we basically showcase the house. And so we have a lot of panning from like left to right, and if we're going to show we show all the little details of the house, and I think it's a lot more of a complete way of being able to showcase a house than it would be to just take pictures. This way they can actually, see the whole house and kind of more of a panoramic kind of view also. And so and, it's flashier, so.
Well, there are other attributes to a house as well, like the views. Sometimes the street scene. Sometimes do you take photos of that as well?
Exactly, yeah, and from outside of houses, from inside of bedrooms and stuff like that. So yeah, we can take care of views also, and all those details because it's a video. We can. It's a great way for people to be able to showcase their houses on the internet. Modernize. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, and I think that definitely sells as well too. People want to see. Sometimes, I mean, I know people get so busy and they want to see it before they actually go look at the home.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially with the way everything is going with technology. That's exactly what is happening. Where you want to see the home before you actually have to go out there.
So what do you think of real estate agents that use their cell phones for, video or photography?
I think it shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of virtual tours that are done with iPads or with phone, cell phone pictures, and it shows. It looks like it was done with an iPad or with an iPhone. And so I do think that it's a big difference whenever people actually get good quality videos as opposed to people who are trying to do it with their, with their own little devices.
So let me ask you a question. If you're like selling a house maybe for, $300,000 versus, $1 million home, I mean, obviously there's a big difference, but I think that you can still get the same effect when it comes to using a video. You could still see that beautiful house that's $300,000.
Exactly. I completely agree. I don't think it matters. And it's completely right that it doesn't matter whether you are having a 300,000 versus $1 million, because I do think that your marketing could be equally good. It could be equally,
It's just
done
as
well.
important. It's just as
It
important.
is just as important.
Yeah.
It's going to be someone's home, So yeah, definitely.
So you're able to once you get these digital files, you're able to send them to the real estate agent. Can the real estate agent now can they alter them at all, or like say it's a video, it's a virtual tour, can it be altered? Is that something that's
That's a good question. The way I usually give these files to my clients is that I usually give them in 3 different formats. One that's larger so that they can, present them kind of if they want to make it in a sort of presentation kind of format. I have 2 smaller files. One that's for mobile devices, cell phones and, iPhones type of things. And then there's also one that it's like more of a web format that makes it faster to stream it. So if they want to put it on their websites, they can do that as well. As far as changing it goes, they can. It is doable, but from my personal experiences, people who have gotten completed virtual tour files
videos
and have tried to add something to it with their own editing software, and then they have actually made a final product of it again, it kind of decreases the quality a little bit. So I do think it's best to go through me, the editor, as opposed to trying to add something onto themselves. They can, like I said, but it would kind of make the quality a little lower.
So do you use music?
best to use its origin, the state of origin. Okay.
Yeah, it's the best.
What were you saying, Lisa?
No, I was going to say, do you use music as well too in the background to make it? Yeah.
No, definitely. Yeah. You want to, of course. Yeah. It's too quiet.
Yeah,
Otherwise.
it's funny because I've seen videos and sometimes I've seen the music. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did they put back there? But I think it all depends on the person as well too. I'm sure when you're talking to the real estate agent, maybe they tell you what they're looking for as too.
It's always up to the client. The client has the last say. If they don't like something, it's gone. And it's not hard. It's not hard to edit. It's just a lot of communication back and forth. And yeah, it's always what the client wants.
And I'm sure that you give a lot of your input as well too, because you being the professional, like we were talking about before, is that you have an eye for something. Like someone like Alex and I, we might not see what you see when you're going in there to take a photo shoot or a video.
Well, it happened when she walked into the studio. I said, "Do me a favor, just don't look into the camera." And what did you call it again? The fourth wall?
Oh, yeah, when you're talking to the audience.
Breaking the fourth wall, and I'm like, I never even heard of that before. So you can reach Vivian Ortega at VVN Productions at 562-326-0653. Vivian, what is your percentage, would you say, of real estate business versus just regular photography and that kind of thing? I mean, what is your experience and how you get approached now? Because I think on MLS or even on the internet, it's important to have visuals of what it is that you're doing. I mean, that's the idea of having the internet. Otherwise, you're just reading a newspaper or something, right?
Yeah,
Or a
yeah.
magazine. This is now, it's mobile. It's a production, if for lack of a better word. Lisa had mentioned $1 million homes. I mean, $1 million homes, it's almost like you absolutely need to have this.
Oh, absolutely.
You know? And so do you what percentage do you find now of folks that share that sentiment?
I do feel that it is growing. It's a growing number because like you said, yeah, it is kind of it is really necessary. And I think that if somebody with $1 million home didn't do this, and somebody with a $300,000 home actually ended up doing a professional style virtual tour, I still think that that person would have better luck, just because I do think that's how important it is to portray that sort of that level of quality.
Yeah, and in real estate, we talk about a lot about exposure, and this is just exposure, just in a different way.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're going to get more. Exactly. You're going to get more people involved, and you're going to get more people interested, just to come look. Because I'll be honest with you, I would say maybe seven out of 10 homes that I go see with the client, when you look at the photos, it looks great. Right.
Yeah.
And most of them are done with the digital camera, I'm thinking. Right. But when you get out there, it's totally different. It really is. And it's amazing. You're looking at the pictures, and then you're looking at whatever it is that's they took a picture of the subject matter. And it's amazing, like, wow, this is horrible, because all the little imperfections are not showing up, So that was just something that that I wanted to point out.
We do try to keep it honest, yeah.
Well, because
right.
you would want to, and I think as the real estate agent, why would you want to deceive anybody? And
that's not the game here.
Yeah,
It's
you want to
not-
sell the home. This is what it is, and
we're not trying to book rooms at a hotel. Like hotels do that. So
Right.
we're actually trying to be honest about what we're showing. Yeah.
Right on. So if you are a real estate agent, you can reach Vivian again at 562 area code 326-0653, or you can email her at vvnortg@gmail.com, and Vivian can give you a quote on coming out to your property, whether it be $1 million, whether it be a condominium, or even a beachside home, and she can give you a quote on doing either a virtual tour or taking professional photos of that property. If you are having problems selling it, I would highly recommend it. It's everything we talked about today. It has me convinced. As a matter of fact, I have a job for you.
Great.
Yeah. So
I was thinking I have a job for you too.
yeah, right on. And anyway, so what is your goal now in photography?
We have to keep growing, keep expanding.
What does that mean? Keep growing. I mean, what do you need to do
As far as photography goes,
as far as yourself, photography, equipment? I mean, is there? I mean, obviously there is a pinnacle. I mean, who would be like somebody you look up to in photography?
I've never been a role model person or like an idol person. No, the goal is.
I like that.
No,
I like that. You're you. You're
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, well then the goal is being Vivian, right?
Yeah.
Vivian Productions.
Well, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I'm sure you just want to keep growing and expanding your business, and
That's really what it is. Yeah, it's really it's grown so much already in such a short period of time, and it's really exciting, and it does. Like I guess I got here being completely I got to the point that I am now by being really open to where this can take me, and so I wouldn't want to give that up. I wouldn't want to change that. I would still want to leave it very open to to see where it takes me. That's how I got this far.
We are coming up on time, but I just wanted to mention one last thing. You and I talked about a little bit before the break. Oh, we're up on 10 seconds. Thank you for joining us,
Yes.
Vivian. Maybe we
Thank
can
you.
maybe we can have you on again. We can talk more about it. It's a very interesting topic today. Coming up at 5:00 today, the Three Guys Rant. You can log in next week, same time, same place here, the Real Estate Rant. Next week, I'm not sure who the guest is, but hopefully Alonso will make it, and Lisa as well. Thank you for joining us.
And have a great holiday season, everyone.
Thanks for tuning in to Real Estate Rant Radio.
Make sure to join us every Wednesday at 10 a.m.
on the Rant Radio Network, where we talk about solutions to your real estate problems. The views and opinions expressed by the host or any guest on this show are encouraged to be followed up by a professional tax advisor or attorney, as we are not qualified or authorized to give advice in two areas: legal matters and tax matters.